Today, we're breaking down my way too early 2026 NBA mock draft, the stars, sleepers, and future NBA talent you need to know. Let's dive right in. With the 30th pick, I've got Zvonimir Ivisic going in the first round. The 7-footer is set to play at Illinois this year after transferring from Arkansas, and he's one of the most intriguing bigs in college basketball. At his size, he's mobile, skilled, and can stretch the floor with a reliable jumper. The question is consistency and strength against physical competition, but late in the first round, a contender would love to take a swing on a floor spacing big with this kind of upside. With the 29th pick, I've got Tahaad Pettiford. He's a quick, crafty guard who can really break down defenses off the dribble. His shiftiness and playmaking give him a real spark plug role at the next level. If he can continue to improve as a consistent shooter and decision maker, Pettiford has the tools to carve out a long NBA career as a dynamic lead guard. Alex Condon is one of the more interesting bigs in this 2026 class. The 6'11" Australian showed flashes at Florida last season, averaging around 11 points and 7 rebounds, while knocking down shots from deep. What makes him so interesting for the NBA is the blend of size, mobility, and a developing perimeter game. He's not just a traditional rim protector. He can stretch the floor and keep up in today's pace and space game. At the 27th pick, I've got JT Toppin. The 6'9" forward, now at Texas Tech, is coming off a breakout season where he averaged about 18 points and 9 rebounds a game. He brings non-stop energy, toughness on the glass, and real defensive versatility. Offensively, he's proven he can finish inside and is adding more range to his game. Late in the first round, Toppin looks like the kind of high motor, plug-and-play forward every contender would love to have. Tomislav Ivisic is another intriguing international big in this 2026 class. The 7-footer from Croatia brings size, shooting touch, and a strong interior presence. Playing in Europe, he's shown he can stretch the floor with a reliable three-point shot while still protecting the rim and battling on the boards. He may not have the same upside as his twin brother Zvonimir, but Tomislav's mix of experience, size, and shooting makes him a solid late first-round pick. At 25, I've got Karter Knox. The 6'6" wing out of Arkansas had a strong freshman year, averaging about 8 points and 3 rebounds while shooting 35% from 3. He really started to heat up late in the season, looking like the kind of 3-level scorer NBA teams covet. Knox has the frame, the polish, and the versatility to fit in as a modern wing. Someone who can create his own shot, stretch the floor, and hold his own defensively. That's exactly the type of upside teams are betting on in the mid-20s. At this spot, I've got Alijah Arenas. The 6'5" guard and son of Gilbert Arenas has the NBA bloodlines and scoring punch that make him a fascinating prospect. He's expected to miss most of this year with an injury, which is going to slow down his growth a bit, but the talent is clear. He's a confident 3-level scorer who can create his own shot and isn't afraid of the spotlight. Bennett Stirtz is a name that could surprise people by 2026. At 6'6", he's a versatile guard who plays with toughness and efficiency on both ends of the floor. He's shown he can knock down shots, defend multiple positions, and do the little things that win games. The stats are very impressive, but his all-around impact and basketball IQ make him the type of prospect NBA teams love in the late first round. Stirtz projects as a reliable 3-and-D guard who can carve out a long career at the next level. At this spot, I've got Isaiah Evans. A 6'6" wing out of Duke brings a smooth scoring package with real 3-level ability. As a freshman, he's shown flashes of being able to create his own shot while also spacing the floor as a catch-and-shoot threat. Defensively, his length gives him upside guarding multiple positions, and his frame should only get stronger. Evans has the prototypical size and skill set NBA teams want on the wing, making him a solid mid to late first-round option in 2026. Coen Carr is one of the most athletic players in this 2026 draft class. At 6'6", out of Michigan State, he's a human highlight reel with explosive dunks, elite transition play, and the kind of defensive versatility that NBA teams value on the wing. While his outside shot is still a work in progress, his energy, toughness, and ability to impact the game without needing the ball make him a strong late first-round pick. Carr's athletic tools give him a clear NBA role as a high-flying defender and finisher. At 20, I've got Patrick Ngongba. The 7-foot center from Duke brings size, rim protection, and a polished inside game. He can score in the post, grab rebounds, and alter shots on defense, giving a team a true big man presence. While he's not a floor spacing center yet, his length and instincts make him a high upside first-round pick. At 19, I've got Magoon Gwath. The 7-foot center from SDSU is a modern big who can protect the rim, rebound, and stretch the floor with a reliable 3-point shot. He can score in the post, knock down jumpers from deep, and alter shots on defense, giving a team a true two-way presence. Gwath projects as a high upside first-round pick who can contribute immediately as a floor-spacing center. Joseph Tugler is a 6'8" center from Houston who makes a real impact on defense. He averaged 6 rebounds and 2 blocks per game, leading the Cougars with 77 total blocks and showing elite rim protection. His 7'6" wingspan and defensive instincts make him a perfect fit as a shot-blocking center. Offensively, he's still developing, but Tugler projects as a high upside, mid-first round pick who can contribute immediately in the paint. Yaxel Lendeborg is one of the most intriguing wings in the 2026 class. The 6'7" forward from Michigan tested the NBA draft waters this year and could have been a first round pick, but opted to return and refine his game. He combines size, athleticism, and a versatile scoring package, able to attack the rim, knock down threes, and create for teammates. On defense, his length and agility let him guard multiple positions and disrupt passing lanes. Lendeborg projects as a high upside mid-first round pick who can contribute immediately as a multi-role wing. At 16, I've got Dash Daniels. The 6'6" guard from Australia isn't just a scorer. He's an elite defender with the length, quickness, and instincts to guard multiple positions. Offensively, he can create off the dribble, knock down threes, and run an offense. That two-way ability makes Daniels a perfect mid-first round pick in 2026. Koa Peat is a 6'8" forward out of Arizona who brings versatility and athleticism to the 2026 class. He can score inside, step out for jumpers, and run the floor effectively. On defense, Peat's length and mobility allow him to guard multiple positions, switch on screens, and grab rebounds. At this pick, I've got Dame Sarr, the 6'7" wing from Duke. Sarr is an athletic, two-way player who can score at all 3 levels, knock down threes, and create for teammates. Defensively, he's versatile enough to guard multiple positions, switch on pick and rolls, and disrupt passing lanes with his length and agility. His combination of scoring, defensive versatility, and high basketball IQ makes Sarr a high upside first-round pick. At 13, I've got Karim Lopez from the New Zealand Breakers. The 6'6" guard forward is a versatile scorer who can attack the rim, knock down threes, and create for teammates. Lopez has shown flashes of elite athleticism and defensive potential, able to guard multiple positions. While still refining his consistency and decision-making, his size, skill set, and upside make him a first-round pick who can contribute right away. At this pick, I've got Brayden Burries, a 6'6" guard with elite offensive skills. He can score at all 3 levels, knock down jumpers, and create for teammates while also running the floor effectively. Defensively, he can guard multiple positions and rebound at an elite level. His combination of offensive polish, length, and defensive versatility make Burries a high upside prospect. Darius Acuff, the 6'5" guard from Arkansas, is an elite scorer who excels in transition and attacking the rim. He can knock down shots from deep and make defenders work for every possession. Acuff's competitiveness and two-way instincts stand out, giving him the ability to impact games on both ends. With his scoring talent and defensive energy, he projects as an immediate impact guard in the NBA. At this pick, I've got Tounde Yessoufou, a 6'6" forward with elite athleticism from Baylor. He's a high flyer who can finish above the rim, protect the paint, and grab rebounds in traffic. What makes Yessoufou exciting is his upside. He's still developing offensively, but his physical tools and defensive instincts make him a threat on both ends. If he continues to add scoring polish, he could be a game-changing wing in the NBA. At this pick, I have Aday Mara, the 7'3" center from Michigan. Mara transferred from UCLA where he averaged 6.4 points, 4 rebounds, and 1 assist per game on 59% shooting. Known for his shot blocking and rebounding, Mara's size and defensive presence make him a formidable force in the paint. As he continues to develop offensively, he has the potential to be a significant contributor at the next level due to his elite passing ability. At pick 8, I've got Jayden Quaintance, the 6'10" center who transferred from Arizona State to Kentucky. Quaintance is a physical force in the paint, averaging around 10 points, 10 rebounds, and 2 blocks per game last season. He protects the rim, crashes the boards, and is developing a reliable mid-range shot. With his size, defensive instincts, and scoring upside, Quaintance projects as a top 10 pick who could step in immediately and anchor a team's front court. At this pick, I've got Caleb Wilson, a 6'9" forward from North Carolina. Wilson is an elite defender who can guard multiple positions, switch on pick and rolls, and protect the rim. Offensively, he can stretch the floor, attack the rim, and create for teammates. His combination of defensive prowess prowess, length, and basketball IQ make Wilson a high upside first-round pick who can contribute immediately on both ends in the NBA. At this pick, I've got Mikel Brown, a 6'3" guard from Louisville. Brown is an athletic two-way player who can attack the rim, knock down threes, and guard multiple positions with his length and quickness. He's a relentless competitor who impacts the game with his energy on both ends. With his scoring versatility and defensive instincts, Brown projects as an early first-round pick. At number 5, I've got Chris Cenac out of Houston. At 6'10", Cenac is one of the most versatile centers in this class. He can score inside, knock down jumpers, and impact the game defensively with his length and mobility. He's got the frame and tools NBA scouts love, and if he continues sharpening his handle and outside shot, Cenac projects as a modern two-way forward who can thrive in any system. At number 4, I've got Nate Ament, one of the most versatile forwards in this draft. At 6'9", he's a fluid athlete with the ability to handle the ball, stretch the floor, and defend multiple spots. His combination of size, skill, and defensive upside make him a prototype for today's NBA. If his jumper keeps developing, Ament has the ceiling of a two-way star. Coming in at pick number 3, I have Darryn Peterson. The 6'5" guard is an explosive scorer with a smooth jumper, elite first step, and the ability to take over games. Peterson's mix of shot creation, athleticism, and toughness makes him one of the most dynamic guards in the draft. If he keeps developing his playmaking, he has the tools to be a franchise-changing lead guard at the next level. On top of that, he's shown flashes of being a strong defender when locked in, giving him true two-way potential. At number 2, Dybantsa, the 6'8" wing who's been a headline prospect for years. Dybantsa is a 3-level scorer with NBA-ready athleticism and the ability to create against anyone. He thrives in transition, has smooth half-court scoring polish, and continues to grow as a defender and playmaker. With his size and skill set, Dybantsa has superstar upside written all over him. At number 1, I've got Cameron Boozer, the 6'9" forward out of Duke. Boozer is the complete package, elite strength, skill, and basketball IQ. He can dominate inside, stretch the floor with his jumper, and create offense as both a scorer and passer. With his polished game and pro-ready frame, Boozer is the safest bet in this class to become a franchise cornerstone. That's my 2026 NBA mock draft. Who did I get right and who did I miss? Drop your thoughts in the comments and don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more hoops content.